Hey everybody, let's talk about resources on TripWorks. So a resource is a type of capacity setting that you can set up on your account to manage inventory items. So this can be things like life jackets, kayaks, jet skis, paddle boards, hot air balloons, seats on a bus, and so on. Within the platform, you have the ability to create different resource groups, or you can think of it like folders or buckets in which your resources are stored. So maybe you have a resource group titled bus, and within that resource group, you have a single bus that can take up to 30 people at a time. Setting up your resources on TripWorks is super easy, and managing them is even easier once your resources are added to the platform. You can apply them to your different experiences as needed. We have a bunch of different settings that help determine, just depending on if your resource or your activity is shared versus private, if this is something that requires a guide and a bus or a kayak. And you can also choose a couple advanced settings, such as allowing the resource to be used overnight or even offsetting the usage time. So there might be a time where your kayaking activity starts at 9 o'clock, but it might take an additional few minutes for you to walk to the launching area. So maybe you want the resource usage to begin at 9:15. This setting here allows you to determine how far into the reservation time you'd like to block off that resource. Once your resources are set up, they'll automatically apply to the experiences that are booked on your account. So in this example, we can see a customer has booked a water rental activity, and one of her guests booked a kayak, and it assigned the kayak resource for an hour. The second guest booked a paddleboard, and that was also blocked off for an hour. You can also manage the usages right from your manifest. So as your customers are walking in for the day, you can get a quick glance on your manifest view so you can make sure you have these resources available and prepared for your customers. The timeline view also makes it really easy for you to switch things up if you need to. For example, Jake booked a paddleboard, but if he walks in and decides that he would like to use a canoe instead, you can simply drag and drop him from the paddleboard resource down to the canoe. You'll then see your manifest update, and this will also update right within their reserved trip. Viewing resources from your calendar week view is also a breeze. You can look at any one of your activities, which are listed here on the left-hand side. And if you look at fishing for 9 a.m., you can see this customer was assigned a boat resource, and they were also assigned a guide resource. In this case, they'll be booked with Kevin. Each one of your activities that utilizes resources and has a resource assigned for the activity, it will appear here in a gray tagged item for easy viewing. And again, just so you can get an overview of what's being utilized and what's still available. And that's it. That's a quick overview of resources on TripWorks. Head over to the other videos so we can dig into how to set these up and what it looks like when you're configuring these settings on your account. Thank you.